Truth, man, here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping All Subjects channel. So I'm going to Isaiah 4:1. And I got this idea from a comment I just read. Somebody says, I forgot the person's name, I'm driving. If you think it's about polygamy, you're going to be disappointed. So I want to kind of talk about monogamy and some of the reasons why I would never do it again. I stay by myself before I just have only one woman. I mean, that's just all it is to it. Like, if anybody knows about monogamy and 20 some odd years of marriage and the ups and downs, the do's and don'ts of it, is me. I'm the expert on the matter. I'm the one that could tell you the truth about monogamy, how it does not work. I can give you several reasons why it doesn't work, and the cons outweigh the pros. So, and for women too, women think that's the key. It's not. It's not. Y'all brainwashed. Y'all been taught, especially black women, that's what's crazy to me, that you only supposed to have, well, women, yeah, biblical. See, people don't want to go by the Bible. Biblically, a woman is only supposed to have one man. But also biblically, they're supposed to share that one man and be willing to share that one man. Now, the man paying for everything, unbiblical. The man being the provider and protector and paying for most things, biblical. Why did I say it's unbiblical for him to pay for everything? Because from the beginning of the two becoming one flesh, if you even go back to the book of Genesis, the woman was put here to help the man. She was put here to help the man. And the word that he used was till. So, me having experienced monogamy, having experienced the financial setbacks of it, having experienced the physical, sexual setbacks of it, having experienced the emotional and mental setbacks of it, I'm not doing it again. Now, if I accept a chick and at the time she's the only one, she's not going to stay the only one, and I'm going to make sure of it. And if she thinks she has to be the only one, then she's not for me. Notice I didn't say not the one for me. I said she's not for me. Why did I say it like that? Because that monogamy is talking about one. I'm not in biblical times and helping Paul establish the church. So I don't have to have one wife. Y'all misinterpreting that scripture. A bishop, not a police officer, not a DoorDasher, not an Uber driver, not a doctor, not a lawyer, not anything from this current world, has to be the husband of one wife. Notice they didn't say how many husbands a woman's supposed to have, because throughout history, that's already evident. So y'all women y'all gotta learn how to get with the guy that you willing to share. And that you willing for him to be your only guy. You say that's not fair. Take it up with the Most High. Be a Satanist. In Satanism, do whatever you will. You can have multiple husbands. You can have, be a Satanist. See how well that go for you. But I know that monogamy doesn't work. If anybody knows, I know. I look back and look, when I say these things, don't try to act like she's the worst person in the world, because a lot of women are worser. Look, believe me when I tell you, I know it gets worse. I've seen it. I know it gets worse than my situation. My situation has some positive and negative. Think of the dudes that their ex-wife is a horrible mother. That ain't the case in my situation. The excellent mother. A triple plus. As far as them kids, excellent. But as far as me, and then thinking about it, it take more than one woman to deal with me. It take more than one woman to help me. Look at all the business ideas I got. If I do all of that, what, me being an older man, y'all say, oh, you need to get somebody close to you. What woman in her 50s gonna have enough energy to keep up with me like that? It'll take like 2 or 3 of them. They be liking me, all this, all that, but they just don't know. You think you finna come over here and ride me like a mule? It ain't happening. Been there and done that. It don't work, man. Stuff eventually is gonna collapse some type of way. But Isaiah 4:1 says, in that day, 7 women will take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes, on lips be called by your name, take away our disgrace. The disgrace is all the false teaching and foolishness that makes these women believe that these guys should only deal with them. That's one of the reasons why people struggling financially. They're not putting their money together. The people that put their money together, whether it's whole families or whatever, those are the ones that usually do better. The ones that have put their money together. And while they put their money together, they making as much money as they can. They not laxing because they don't have that much cost. I'm telling you, man, I want anybody that will see this to plead the case for monogamy. I got smoke for you. I got smoke. Come on with it. I want you to show me where it say that a man can only have one wife. Do not go to that scripture about a bishop. Do you know what a bishop is? Somebody had the nerve to tell me that's symbolic. Everybody's a bishop. No, it's not. Stop trying to change the meaning of stuff. That is not talking to everybody. That is not talking to hardly anybody. These women are single in part. Think of how many women left a dude for having another woman. Millions. They didn't even, and think of, out of those millions, think how many of them, had they just accepted it and dealt with him because they into him, how many of them would have a man? I got a relative that did the big operation, the big procedure, just because she found out dude messed with somebody else. And I know for a fact, dude really liked it, my cousin. He just messed with somebody else. He liked it, her. And to this day, she just kind of sour over that. That ain't the way to go. What I'm going to start doing, what I already did actually, is I'm not finna argue with people when I know I'm right and they got some twisted belief. One of the things that out of all the things I believe and know, one of the things that I know I'm right 100% before the Most High is that a man can have more than one wife. And everybody don't agree with me, but that don't mean I'm not right. I'm right about it. And I would say that a man should have more than one wife. If the other wife want to play coochie game, you be like, all right, watch this. Go smash the other one. If both of them try to play it, you be like, oh, so y'all want to play with me. Get a third one. But the way you do it and the way they did it during biblical days, they didn't just marry these girls. These girls had to be concubines first. It was things they went through, procedures with the families. But they didn't just marry. A lot of not all, but a lot of them was concubines first. These women be wanting to get married and they don't got nothing to offer at all. Some of them be having health problems. When a chick got health problems, she gonna try to start out with sex, but then if she think you done got hooked on her sex, she gonna start to act different on you. That's why you always, and I agree with Boss Mac. I agree with him. He say this all the time. You should always have more than one on your team. You should, man. All these black ninjas talking about some monogamy. The devil is a liar. That is European all the way. The people that don't even like you like that, who a lot of them said you were less than human, that's their thing. Me, it ain't happening. I'm not, if I deal with one, I'm gonna make sure she know. Like, look, you always gonna have a special place in my heart as long as you do right by me. But I'm letting you know that I don't believe in monogamy. I'm not having only one. Now, if it's about you getting treated good, treated right, then roll with me. If it's about how many vaginas I'm sticking it in, then you can move around. And I will keep sifting. Remember we talked about sifting through. You got to have the patience to sift through these women until I find some that realize the value in me and not worried about me having somebody else. People, the somebody else's that I have, you're going to know her and you're going to get along with her and you're going to be working with her, working together. Like I told you, you're going to get cheated on. So why not know who your guy is dealing with? And if they try to have a side dude, the minute I find out, they gone. That's why I say, do not move them in. Don't move in with them. Out the gate, your name should be on the stuff. Don't put their name on the stuff until you give them that element of trust. Don't put their name on nothing. And make sure you telling them that you polygynous. Monogamy don't work, man. Being the sole breadwinner, if you're not already rich and gonna stay rich, it ain't gonna work. You're gonna experience tremendous anxiety. And you ain't gonna be having a lot of fun. All of your money is gonna go towards bills and other people. Believe me when I tell you that. That's why if that's how you want to do it and you ain't gonna listen to me, just make sure you got everything first. Pile of money. Know how to keep her off of it, because these women will spend all your money. And sometimes you will. Have your personal discipline and also know how to keep her off of it. That monogamy stuff don't work, man. I done had some good girls. I wish I would have knew about polygyny and knew how to make it work like that. Y'all know what I would have did? I would have kept the 2 I had in college. And tried to get them to accept each other. 2 unicorns at once. That's what I would have tried to do. But I think the false teaching that's going on in the church as well as in the media, the majority of divorces be that. I could see a man divorcing a woman for having sex with another man. Just from the physical and the mental changes that occur. But I can't see a woman who got a good dude that divorced him over that, because for one, let's backtrack a little bit. Y'all guys need to stop lying to these women. If you're not monogamous, then don't be monogamous. See, what you wanna, you the person that wanna have your cake and eat it too. You don't want to share your cake. You don't want to slice the cake. You want this good girl over here to think she your only one, and then you go try to get this one, instead of you telling her about her and then trying to get her to accept her and for them to accept each other. Which is what is the right thing to do. Dudes won't do it though. And so they flip out and they break up with you or they divorce you. Now sometimes it do backfire. Like the one dude, he kind of didn't do it right, but I got what he was trying to do. He tried to take the side chick and introduce her to the wife. That ain't how you do it. And the wife killed the side chick. How you do it is you tell the first girl that she's not gonna be the only girl, and let her decide if she gonna stick with you. When you get another one, you go and introduce her to the first one and tell them, look, I already told you what I was doing. Now, I want both of y'all. I want y'all to get along. I want y'all to see each other like co-wives. And then if they both make it through the concubine phase, then you marry both of them at the same time. That's how I would do it. I said, man, if I ever get some chicks that's worth marrying, I got the whole ceremony planned. I'm gonna put a crown on both of their heads. And I'm gonna tell them, I want you to wear this crown everywhere you go. Be like, and watch everybody start copying. Be like, why you got that crown on your head? This is part of my my marriage, to wear the crown and the ring. Like, but y'all got the same crown. We married to the same man. And when you go out, you take both of them out. The only thing you do, that I would say y'all do, is kinky. And y'all more kinky than me. But sex is one-on-one. One day it's her, one day it's the other one. But as far as going out, all three. All four, whatever. I said I ain't gonna have more than three like that means something to me. And once I get, dude, I'm working with three. No more than 4. Like if I get 4, 2 of them gonna be a lot younger. Two of them gonna be, one of them gonna be a little younger than me. 2 of them gonna be a lot younger than me. Well, no, how would I do it? Either one of them gonna be like right along my age, close. At least 1 or 2. The other one's gonna be like a little younger. Like their age is gonna be like step ladders. From being older than me to being, and you older than me. I'll date a woman that's older than me, but you better be in good health, have great energy, and you better be a freak. Your stuff better still get wet, and this ain't for kids, yo. On its own. But you say, but what if something happened to her? See, this is why you establish yourself with somebody and then they'll work with you. You don't detach yourself from somebody, then stuff happen and now you expect them, because they ain't left yet, to take care of you. Like I said, you establish yourself with them, and then when you deteriorate, a dude will be wanting to help you and stick with you. You think I would leave a unicorn chick, a chick that did right by me, if she got sick? I'm gonna deal with her, and I'm gonna help her, and I'm gonna be there till if the end come before my end. But if you arguing and you a hoeing and you a bum, you dusty, as the sands of an hourglass, these are the days of you being in the picture. Remember days of our lives? Y'all dudes messing up the game, and these women are catching on. They're getting a little more difficult, some of them, to deal with. Their expectation level is higher than their actions would suggest, because of the dudes that's messing up the game with all that lying, all the stuff you doing. But monogamy don't work, man. It don't work financially. It don't work sexually. I'm going to show you how monogamy could work sexually. But it could also backfire. You keeping them emptied out. But it could be, what could happen too is, what's her name? Adina Howard. Her husband got tired of that. She just wanted to have sex all day. He got tired of the same stuff. This is why monogamy doesn't work too. Because sometimes a woman will be doing what she do, but you still be wanting more than one. You want variety. I want to look at the vagina, and then when I see another one, it look different. And it smell different. I don't want none of them to stink. But y'all know what I'm saying. Polygyny will change. It's the game changer for relationships. But you got to do it like the women. You got to get into it with the dude that you gonna stick to. No other men. And guys, the women that you choose to bring into your stable, your fold, Work with them. If like this is what I was saying. Once you get 3, if you try to add any more, I would talk to them. If them 3 get along very well, see what they say about adding a 4th before you just go do it. Because you start getting too many, you are the ones you already got getting along, man, just work with them. Work with them. Sure. Man, I get tired. But it don't. Look, man. Monogamy will. Anybody that's talking about monogamy, having one wife. One dude was telling me about that, trying to say something, but he be messing with other women. I'm like, dude, come on, man. I said, you messing with other women. People, if they honest, they might as well say, I know that I'm a hypocrite and I know that such and such ain't right, but I'm still gonna say it and believe it anyway. I'll be like, okay, now I know where you stand. Now I know not to talk to you about certain stuff because you don't understand. You cheating on a woman that you claiming is your only woman. What's that? How that look? You got her believing she the only one, but you really got 3. You might as well practice polygyny. In my situation, it don't matter who I deal with. Because mine is pretty much done. It's a done deal. I have 0. As far as relationship, I don't have. You not in a relationship if you not having sex. It ain't even a relationship until y'all have sex. Even if you make them a concubine, it's not official till y'all have sex. Just know that. All you women talking about pay my bills, but you ain't had sex with them. The nerve of you. Why would he pay your bills? You ain't in no relationship with him. Why would he pay your bills? And even when you get in a relationship with him, in the beginning, you should pay your own bills. And probably when y'all do progress, you still should be paying some of them bills yourself. I mean, how he gonna make it and rise up financially paying all your bills? We got one more video to come. No, I'm talking about this, what I just mentioned. So stay tuned.